We might not be getting that trailer this week, folks. Let's talk a little bit about it. Hey everybody, I'm Killjoy Jake, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. If you're looking for updates on upcoming horror projects, then make sure to like this video and subscribe for more update videos just like this. Also, the best way to support the page is by becoming a channel member or Patreon supporter, where you'll get bonus review videos. Patreon supporters exclusively get to see trailer reaction videos that aren't so YouTube friendly. I have already put up 2 different trailer reactions this week on Send Help from Sam Raimi and They Will Kill You starring Zazie Beetz. Make sure to check those out. Thank you all so much for keeping me in business. Now let's get into the updates. The sequel to 28 Years Later, subtitled The Bone Temple, arrives next week, and we just got ourselves a really interesting and even tasty shot of Dr. Kelson. The new still shows the iodine-soaked doctor, played by Ralph Fiennes, looking like he's about to perform some sort of insane ritual. Actually, I think the doctor here has figured out a way to cure the rage virus, and we'll likely see him perform whatever that is on Samson. Could you imagine if this dude who was just hanging dong and acting like an absolute maniac in the previous flick is just like kind of like a normal survivor in the next movie? That would be insane and would fit the weird vibe that these movies certainly have. The only big thing in the doctor's way now, outside of Samson's dong of course, it might be the Jimmies, as they've seemingly trapped our lead coming-of-age character here, Spike. Will they stop Dr. Kelson before he's able to cure Samson? That to me is the biggest question of the next movie, as well as where the hell is Aaron Taylor Johnson? While we wait for the next 28 Years Later flick, make sure to check out my deep dive video on the series going up on my new channel, Jakey Retro. The first video in the series is already up on 28 Days Later, and my video on 28 Weeks Later goes up this Friday. Thank you to everyone who watches the deep dives over there. Are you guys excited to go to the Bone Temple next week? Let me know down in the comments below. We got a small update on the very cryptic Evil Dead burn just this past week, as the director has shared with us a page out of his Necronomicon. On it, we see a horned skeletal demon with part of the incantation above saying Kunda. I'm not gonna recite the rest of it because I don't need that shit right now.
I am 30 or 40 years old and I do not need this.
Kandarian demons are a real easy way to ruin a Tuesday. I know this film is still pretty far out, but man, we know nothing about this thing. All we've really seen besides this is a small blurry featurette of someone bashing another person's head in. What I'm excited to chew on most here is where director Sebastian Vanacek has set his story and what kinds of characters we're following during this go-around. I hope it continues the trend that Evil Dead Rise started of setting the Necronomicon in like a new place that's never been before, like a high-rise building, or I don't know, maybe like a farmhouse that's burning down. Is that too similar to a cabin? Leave me some interesting settings for an Evil Dead flick down in the comments below. I still want the Evil Dead Apocalypse movie that Sam Raimi was teasing after Army of Darkness. Oh, and let's not forget the ending of Ash vs. the Evil Dead as well. No matter where it's set, as long as someone else's Tuesday is being ruined by Kandarian demons, I'm all for it, just not mine. The director seems to have an interesting angle to this film, which makes it even more exciting. He recently said, "I told the studio that I wanted to make a nasty film, a film that hurts, from which you come away tested. I'm going to put all the horror I have inside. It will be cathartic. And if I haven't ruined my career and I can continue to make films beyond it, I will move on to something other than horror." It's weirdly exciting that this might be like his last horror project. At least that's the way he's sort of pitching it. That sort of energy makes it feel like he's gonna put 110% and then some into this to really make it leave a mark. That's some big talk, Sebastian. You definitely have my attention. If this thing is half as scary as your last movie, Infested, Evil Dead fans will certainly be happy. That's for sure. Evil Dead Burn will light up this summer on July 24th. I cannot wait. Stay tuned for more coverage on this puppy. What the hell is going on with Scream 7? Not even I know at this point. I'm starting to doubt that we'll get a trailer this week, as it seems that the production company behind this week's Primate, 18 Hertz, is likely going to start promoting their next release this upcoming May, which is Andre Overdahl's Passenger. The theory before all of this is that Primate would attach some sort of new Scream 7 teaser to it because both films are being distributed by Paramount. There's 2 reasons why I don't think we're seeing anything new attached to Primate now. First of all, there was an early screening last night and multiple people have mentioned on my videos, sent me messages, no Scream 7 trailer before it, and also learning that this passenger flick is kicking off its marketing campaign soon, I just don't see it happening with this one. Now, something has to be coming marketing-wise for the flick that releases in less than 2 months, otherwise this one is going to flop. Scream fans are starting to bite their nails a little bit as it doesn't really seem like a whole lot of marketing is happening, but thankfully there are some little things that are coming through. Scream 7 standees have appeared at cinemas across the country. Here's the one at my local Regal. Ice Nine Kills, the band behind multiple horror franchise-inspired songs, have promised a new collaboration with Scream 7 in the new year sometime. We'll likely get that before the release of Scream 7 on February 27th. Also, maybe the biggest thing here is that there's a private video in the Scream 7 playlist over on Paramount Spain's account here on YouTube. Shout out to the Horror Fan 12 for pointing that one out. So the marketing will pick up soon, but oh my god, get to it, guys. I'm starting to freak out a little bit. The Paramount marketing team just doesn't want to get back to work. You know that nice little period between like Christmas and New Year's where no one's really doing anything? I think they're just still enjoying that right now. And you know what? Good for them. But also, don't let Scream 7 flop. Come on now, we gotta get some more marketing for this bad boy soon. I'm starting to get a little worried that we have a Scream 4 situation on our hands here, where the lack of marketing leads to just a little less than profitability. That would suck, and that also means no more sequels for a little while. Some Scream 7 rumors have also come about online, saying that the alleged runtime of the flick is 114 minutes. That's about 8 minutes shorter than Scream 6 and exactly the same time as Scream 2022. An odd coincidence considering that 7 seems to be another reboot of the franchise, just like Scream 2022. There's supposedly a ghostface call during the opening scene before our couple is stabbed and burned to death. You can't really do a Scream opening scene without a phone call, man. I mean, come on. Sam Carpenter is indirectly referenced in the film. At least she's referenced at all. Matthew Lillard's cameo in Scream 2 may be tied to the actor's reappearance here in this installment. Trust me, don't get your hopes up, Stu Truthers. It sounds like it's just gonna be a little meta reference to me. And finally, there are once again going to be podcaster characters here likely talking about the Ghostface murders. I don't mean to sound melodramatic, but I just about kicked a hole in my wall and lost my deposit check over this. Why does every YA slasher and then also Terrifier 3, hilariously enough, have some sort of podcaster character in it? I'm gonna lose my mind like DMX. Rest in peace. Putting the Debbie Salt melodrama aside, I just feel like Scream is all about subverting expectations, and this is like becoming a trope in modern horror that we're now leaning into. What are you gonna do to subvert that trope? They're not actually podcasters, they're the Ghostface killers. What? I haven't seen it yet, so what do I know? But man, if this is just podcaster characters and they're talking about the other Ghostface murders and then they get killed, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm not gonna be disappointed. I'm just gonna be annoyed. I am still holding out faith for this movie that has Scream in the title, usually meaning that it's better than all of the other slasher flicks that try to copy this franchise. Will Scream 7 be worthy of its title? God, I hope so. For me at least, this franchise has not missed yet, and I'd hate for that streak to end now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed as we roll on to February 27th, and hopefully a lot of these weird rumors are just a bunch of BS. How do you guys feel about these updates, and which one had you the most excited? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.